What's going on, Habibis? I am trying to keep this short and sweet for all of you Habibis. What's going on? Welcome. I'm Suraj Hashmi. If you're a new timer, which you shouldn't be, welcome. I don't know how crappy this stream is going to be. I am currently traveling right now, so it's not, and I'm also living out of a suitcase. So I'm stuck with shitty hotel internet, shitty hotel Wi-Fi. Um, I'd be amazed if this doesn't crap out on me 5 minutes in. So, hope y'all are doing well. Wanted to bring in, obviously, just get right into it and get into our top 10 for the list this week because um, I don't want to drag this shit out. So, coming in at number 10, we are working on a PC, Maddie. PC. Ross says, Suraj, you scared a lot of people with your tweet the other day. We thought the urn had gone to me. Allah. Oh, I'm sorry about the Habibis. I was trying to speak about him in the present tense so that you knew he wasn't dead, but I guess I probably should have said, I've been away. I should have probably stipulated, I've been away from this little boy for so long. I miss him so much. Uh, Learn my lesson. I won't do that again. Anyways, let's start off with number 10. We'll go to 1, and then we'll vote from 1 to 10. So coming in at number 10, we got India Willoughby. India Willoughby tweets out, free speech is overrated. Your country is a great example of that. Everything gets ratcheted up, then you shoot each other. Hashtag free speech, hashtag US. And then she ends up with saying, do you have cameras in America? Not many real photos here. That's not really a tweet, it seems. Anyways, I don't know what this is all about. Jack in Florida? I don't know. I guess it's a decent number 10. Um, Number 9, we got JD Vance, who tweets, serious question, I have to go to New York soon, and I'm trying to figure out where to stay. I have heard it's disgusting and violent there, but is it like Walking Dead Season 1 or Season 4? This is the thing. I don't understand about JD Vance sometimes because he seems like such a... He seems like a boomer, like me. A boomer like me. He tweets from the hip. He shoots from the hip. I don't know what he meant with this. I don't know if it's like supposed to be like veiled in racism and anti-Semitism, or not. But this is an interesting one, and I have to say, is it worthy of a top 10 consideration? I don't know, but it's definitely a weird tweet. I don't know what JD Vance was going at with this. I mean, he's running for Senate in Ohio, so maybe he thinks that going after New York, which is, I guess, if you're from Ohio, you should do. Then that's what you got to do. You got to piss off the coastal elites. I will say though, it is kind of funny. I like to dunk on Ohio all the time. So anytime someone someone from Ohio tries to make fun of another like place in the country, I'm like, you're from Ohio. You have no credibility on this issue. You can't shit on another town. You're from Ohio. And if you've ever been to Ohio, I'm sorry. I know Daniel's from Ohio. I'm sorry, Daniel. But at number 8, which actually should probably be higher in my opinion, we got Mark Lamont Hill. Mark Lamont Hill tweets out, quote tweeting, Liz Wheeler. Liz Wheeler tweets out, literally believing that all white people are racist is a racist ideology. Mark Lamont Hill tweets out, I also said all men are sexist. Is that a sexist ideology? And it stems from this exchange.
I do.
Do you believe that? Do you believe all white people are inherently racist?
So I don't know if you're backing me into a corner with that question, but yes, I do.
Do you believe that? Do you believe all white people are inherently racist?
So I don't know if you're backing me into a corner with that question, but yes, I do.
Do you believe that? Do you believe all white?
All right, so Mark Lamont Hill tweets this out saying she asked me if I think all white people are racist. Like, okay, she backed you into a corner, and then you affirmed that you do think all white people are racist, and you only put out an 11-second clip. You didn't like add any nuance. Like, you actually like media matters yourself. You media matters yourself. You Aaron Rupard yourself. If anything, if you added like context to it to say like why all white people are racist, too bad. I'm not gonna know the answer to that because I'm not gonna watch more than 11 seconds of your fucking clip. It's amazing how far off a cliff Mark Lamont Hill has fallen. Quite the hill to die on, but at least you're dead, right? So that's coming in at number 8. At number 7, we got John Miller, who has gone into very weird Groyper territory, I gotta say. For someone who is a black conservative, not expecting a whole lot of Groyper personality coming from this guy, but it's 2021, so you should expect the unexpected. John Miller tweets out, I am as tired of hearing about the Holocaust as I am slavery. Jews make up half of the billionaire class, dominate the Forbes lists, and have 1/3 of the total wealth in this country. They are not oppressed. What a time to be alive. Pretty bad tweet. Carl, thank you for subbing for 9 months. Appreciate you. I'm not seeing any of the notifications because I'm going off of OBS. So I actually am trying to get this done so you guys can get back to watching your All-Star game. Which the All-Star game is meaningless at this point. It used to mean something. You know, whoever, if the AL won, they get home field advantage. If the NL won, they get home field advantage. Now it's the best team gets home field advantage. Fuck that. Coming in at number 6, we got Sophie Lewis. Sophie Lewis tweeting out. Hold on one second. Sorry, my fan's getting all like weird on me. Exactly. I'm sorry. Sophie Lewis tweets out exactly. Brunig, as in Elizabeth Brunig, said, "I don't know. I feel like it's not that hard to not have sex in front of children, and like there is an immense body of materialist history about how that isn't remotely true, even on its face. But also, the premise of shielding children from adult sexuality is new." What the fuck? Oh, that's a ratio. That's Chris Hansen level stuff. Yeah, that's definitely list worthy. Oh man, Dan, that's ice cold. Yeah, that one should be higher. At number 5, we got the Washington Post. At least I think that's at number 5. Yeah, Washington Post. I don't know if you guys saw the. Let me send it to you. Hold on one second. I'd have to do it here. So I'm operating on 2 computers right now, which probably doesn't help the bandwidth, I gotta be honest. Alright, there's the Google Doc, if you want to get in there. Alright, at number 5, we got the Washington Post, which tweets out, "Perspective, calling food exotic reinforces xenophobia and racism." And then they show a picture of a literal hamburger. We're dealing with fucking, this is literally a hamburger. Oh, that's racist, right? I didn't mean to accidentally click on it. At number 4, we got The Hill, which has an excruciating hot take that has absolutely zero correlation. The Hill tweets out, "Heat waves and COVID-19 causing alarming rise in drownings across the U.S." This is the perfect, dotted chart, and literally, side by side, no correlation. What does this have to do with anything? Has zero to do with anything. At number 3, we got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who, in the wake of all this flooding happening in New York City, AOC tweets out, "I'm so glad the filibuster is here to fix this. Oh, wait. Yes, AOC, the filibuster would have stopped all this flooding in New York City. The power of the federal government via the Senate would completely eradicate climate change and hurricanes. Thank you, AOC. Thank you for your service." At number 2, we got the New York Times. The New York Times tweets out, "Pornography literacy classes are supposed to teach students how to critically assess what they see on the screen. But when a sex-positive educator taught her curriculum at 2 elite New York City schools recently, some parents were outraged." Wait, what? What? What am I looking here? What is this? What is this? You guys? Pornography literacy classes? What is going on here? I swear to God. Okay, that is only their first offense. Let's look at offense number 2. New York Times tweets out, shouting freedom and other anti-government slogans. Hundreds of Cubans took to the streets in cities around the country on Sunday to protest food and medicine shortages in a remarkable eruption of discontent not seen in nearly 30 years. Look at, well, the ratio isn't as bad as anymore, but look at that. Retweets, 6.9K. That's nice. Times 1,000. Yes. Apparently freedom's anti-government now. Well, I guess it's technically anti-government when you live in Cuba, where you don't get freedom, but freedom is inherently not an anti-government slogan. Yeah. Pieces of shit. At number 1, we got CNBC tweeting out, "Inflation silver lining, higher salaries." Amazing. Amazing. We got CNBC, literal finance channel and network, doesn't understand finance. I want to shoot myself. Okay, so let's see if I forgot any of them. Oh, we got the Pima Democratic Party. Pima County Democratic Party. This definitely deserves top 10 consideration, in my opinion. Hashtag fire Ben. Let's see. So Pima County Democratic Party tweets out, "We need to build an economy where you can afford to raise a family on one single income is code for women should not work." Amazing. Then we got James Tallarico, who was part of that that collective of Texas Democrats who essentially 100%. Let me get some water here. I'm getting thirsty. James Tallarico traveled with a delegation of Texas Democratic lawmakers, state representatives, to break quorum and, quote unquote, kill a Texas voter suppression bill. So this is his tweet. It says, "My Democratic colleagues and I are leaving the state to break quorum and kill the Texas voter suppression bill. We're flying to D.C. to demand Congress pass the For the People Act and save our democracy. Good trouble. Hashtag Texas Ledge." Look at this bitch. The whitest motherfucker alive. Look at that. Special session is over. Just landed in Memphis on our way to D.C. Thank y'all for your well wishes. We left behind our families, our livelihoods, and our beloved Texas. But our sacrifice is nothing compared to the sacrifices brave Americans have made throughout history to protect the sacred right to vote. We're prepared to stay out of Texas for the rest of the session. This decision wasn't easy. Many of my colleagues left kids, elderly parents, and sick loved ones. Many are risking their day jobs and their seats in the House. But we won't sit by and watch democracy wither on the vine. We are imploring our counterparts in D.C. to act with the same urgency and pass the For the People Act now. Thank you for your sacrifice, James. Thank you. You know? What the fuck is this? Let's see. Let me see what else have we missed. Anything? Oh, this President Biden tweet definitely needs consideration. Gene for Texas, I saw that. We're gonna have to get to that in just a second. President Biden says we stand with the Cuban people as they bravely assert their fundamental universal rights as they all call for freedom and relief from the tragic grip of the pandemic and from the decades of repression and economic suffering. Gee, I wonder what could be done about this. Maybe your previous boss had something to do with, I don't know, kowtowing to a fucking communist dictator. You know, the same type of criticism that you would give Trump to kowtowing to Vladimir Putin or Rodrigo Duterte or Kim Jong-un. You know, that type of shit. But who am I to judge, right? Let's see, what else we missed? Julie Chung. I don't know if that deserves, because she's not President Biden. Ooh, this is interesting. Imogen Cancellaire, that can't be a real name. I refuse to believe that's a real name. Imogen tweets out, I deleted this tweet because someone called me in on how unintelligent can also be ableist. Like all insults of intelligence, it reinforces systemic bias and stigmatizes marginalized groups. And this is the tweet that she tweeted, saying, reminder that dumb is an ableist term. Remove it from your vocabulary. You mean something else, not the inability to physically speak, but which many of our fellow humans struggle with valiantly. They are not unintelligent for it. Wow, this is fucking dumb. What the fuck? Yo, Imogen, you cannot be this fucking dumb. Like, you could... If you were to take an IQ... You could not take an IQ test out of a plastic bag. That's how fucking dumb you are. Let me see what else we got. Oh, we got a Ruth Conda Forever type of tweet. Let's see if we can see this. Julia Grace Patterson says, my little boy just said, some people aren't listening, Mommy. They're not wearing masks on the bus and they're not socially distancing. His sister, who follows him everywhere, just said naughty and nodded her head solemnly. We should put the preschoolers in charge. We needed a Ruth Conda Forever type of tweet. Man, just amazing. Yes, that digs to Siraj being super ableist tonight. Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is actually a tweet that's probably worthy of the top 10. Marjorie Taylor Greene says 5,946 reported deaths after taking the COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine is not FDA approved. 33 million Americans have survived COVID, but Biden and Dems are coming to your front door to force you to take the vax. Schools say your healthy kids need it, and you still think you're free. It's fear-mongering shit. It's just like the door-to-door stuff is kind of it's government overreach. This is fear-mongering shit. I don't like it. I don't like this shit. That ain't appreciated. This is also a pretty bad tweet. It's a reply to, and it's gone. All right, well, it's gone. Oh, this is actually a pretty interesting one. We should probably talk about. In the wake of NBC News tweets out, in the wake of Donald Trump's 2020 election defeat, many QAnon followers have hatched a plan: run for school board or local office. What's also interesting is that they have ditched QAnon, but apparently, even though they ditched QAnon, they're still QAnon, right? This is a pretty bad one as well. NPR tweets out, 5 years ago, a veteran shot Dallas police officers monitoring a peaceful protest in Dallas, killing 5. Since then, the city has struggled to retain officers, while activists say the relationship with the department has gotten worse. That's because... Are you really going to characterize the shooter as just a veteran? Really? Are you doing that because he's black? Because it sounds like you're trying to make sure you don't demonize the shooter. But if he was white, we would be like, this white supremacist fucking bitch tits asshole shot Dallas police officers monitoring a peaceful protest in Dallas, killing 5. There'd be no holds barred against that guy if he were white. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, this is pretty funny. This is good. Duke alumni tweets out replacing traditional wood-burning stoves in sub-Saharan Africa with cleaner technology could offset carbon emissions if people would use them. A Duke team is addressing obstacles that prevent people from changing their practices. Oh, I don't know. Is that called fucking colonialization? Because that fucking sounds like colonialization. Or is it colonization? Colonialism. It's fucking colonialism, guys. Duke is trying to colonialism again. Oh, and this is fucking beautiful. Oh, man, we didn't even include this in the top 10, but we should probably think about doing that. This fucking thread, I don't know if you saw this thread. This is just amazing. I'm going to read through this because this is just, oh. Hold on to your fucking chairs, Habibis. This is beautiful. This is from Andy Kim, okay? He's a congressman from New Jersey's 3rd Congressional District, okay? Andy Kim tweets out, 6 months ago today, and this is being July 6th, so he's obviously referring to January 6th. 6 months ago today, I wore this blue suit as I cleaned the Capitol after the insurrection. Now I just donated it to the Smithsonian. January 6th must never be forgotten. While some try to erase history, I will fight to tell the story so it never happens again. Here is one story. And I'm not reading the fucking rest because that first tweet is fucking gold. You're donating your fucking suit? Yo. That's that type of energy right there. Man. All right, there's Gene Wu. Where's Gene Wu? Gene Wu, get in here, Gene Wu. Let me find this Gene Wu tweet because I was dunking on it like crazy. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, here's one. Gene Wu said, tweeted out, landed safely in D.C., officially out of arrest jurisdiction of Governor Abbott. It was wonderfully to randomly run into people who recognized me and applauded what we were doing. No one knows who this fucking guy is. No one knows who he is. No one. I guarantee you, 0. It is literally the Nathan For You meme. Out in the town having the time of my life with a bunch of friends. They're just all out of frame laughing too. Perfect side by side. I've already seen it. It's just beautiful. And then he also tweeted out this. Where is it? My first meal as a not even first. My fist meal as a fugitive. Delicious. Look at this sad ass Caesar salad and Coke Zero. What a fucking rube. What a fucking rube. There you have it, folks. So, now we vote on number 1, okay? Let's try to vote on number 1. JJ Habibi, thank you for subbing for 8 months. In styrofoam. Really living the fugitive life right there. God, hilarious. All right. By the way, Habibis, Ernie's birthday is tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm traveling, so I'm not going to be with him. I will be with him in spirit, and he will be pooping in one of my shoes that have been left in the house. But yes, can't wait to see him. Very excited for that. It's his birthday on Wednesday. Our king. I miss him so much. My wife and I have been trying to look for rentals in Florida that allow pets, and lo and behold, there are not many of them because they're a bunch of bitches in Florida. It's the only thing I don't like. I've been gone for like the last month, Janice. David says I'm traveling equals I'm sleeping till 2 p.m. and then shit posting from someplace that isn't my house. That is essentially 100% true. All right, so let's go ahead and get that first first poll going. I'm gonna say let's include CNBC for this tweet. I'm gonna include Pima County Democratic Party, Pima County Dems. How him is, it's basically him is still. I'm gonna include James Tallarico. I'm gonna include Gene Wu. And then Andy Kim. We'll do Andy Kim. This will be 3 minutes long. 69 channel points per extra vote or 1 bit per extra vote. Poll begins right now. Am I really out of frame here? Let's see here. I see some pushback. Oh, we forgot John Miller. Uh-oh. All right, how about this? We'll put up whoever wins this up against John Miller. Does that sound fair? Let's consider it this way. We are herding the plot. We are culling the herd. And we will put up CNBC and Gene Wu up against John Miller and New York Times. Okay? This is what John Miller tweeted. Actually, I'll take New York Times out of the discussion. This is what John Miller tweeted. He said, I am as tired of hearing about the Holocaust as I am of slavery. Jews make up half of the billionaire class, dominate the Forbes list, and have 1/3 of the total wealth in this country. They are not oppressed. So we'll put up literally the winner of this poll. We'll put up against John Miller and the New York Times. Actually, I'll do a four-way. I'll do. Well, actually, you know what? CNBC and what's it called? Gene Wu. They can go up against in a 4-person race with New York Times and John Miller. 4-way. Dan's mom is getting involved. Yes, she is. All right. So Gene Wu gets 66% of the vote. Let's go ahead and do a more refined final. We'll do John Miller. We got the New York Times. That's CNBC. And Gene Wu. Okay? So let me just show you again. So here's John Miller with his saying that Jews are not oppressed. This is New York Times, their first offense, with their tweet that says, pornography literacy classes are supposed to teach students how to critically assess what they see on the screen. But when the sex-positive educator taught her curriculum at 2 elite New York City schools recently, some parents were outraged. I don't know, probably because she's teaching about fucking porn. And then the New York Times tweets out, shouting freedom. Freedom. Freedom, as Kamala Harris would say. And other anti-government slogans, hundreds of Cubans took to the streets in cities around the country on Sunday to protest food and medicine shortages in a remarkable eruption of discontent not seen in nearly 30 years. And then we have CNBC with inflation silver lining, higher salaries. Did I get all of them? No, we got Gene Wu still. Gene Wu tweets out, landed safely in D.C., officially out of arrest jurisdiction of Governor Abbott. It was wonderfully to randomly run into people who recognized me and applauded what we were doing. And then he also tweeted, my fist meal as a fugitive, delicious. What a fucking loser. Alright, so this is going to be 2 minutes. And I think we have a channel points to vote. Let's go ahead and start that poll right now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we do. Poll is open. How's the stream quality been so far, Habibis? Well, that's good because, you know, in all honesty, I was very worried. I did an internet speed test beforehand, and I was not impressed with the stream, with the internet speed. It was very low upload and download speed. So I'm just thankful. I obviously didn't play any music because I knew that was gonna take away from the stream, and yeah. I was very worried. It was like 15 upload, 15 download. It was really bad, really low, like 16 at the most. That's also true, Bart the Tree Guy. Woo, it's for the children. That's right. That's right, Iron Lung. And he's got the Method Man. You know, shout out to MEF. Method Man, Iron Lung. I know my Wu-Tang. I actually have, I think, with the exception of a few random tapes out there, I have almost every single Wu-Tang Clan album. And of course, I don't have the one that Martin Shkreli bought. That motherfucker. God damn it. Oh my god, Gene Wu's gonna get #1. He's gonna do it! Gene Wu gets #1! Alright, there we go. Gene Wu, congratulations. See, I get it. I get it. Amazing. Gene Wu gets #1. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Who was number 2? Okay. So we wanted to put John Miller on that. John Miller for #2. We'll do CNBC. Let's see what else we got. New York Times for their freedom and porn. Freedom porn. And then I'm going to add AOC to the number 2 consideration. AOC tweets out, "I'm so glad the filibuster's here to fix this. Oh, wait. She's literally talking about rain." AOC. Alright, this is going to be 2 minutes long. Poll begins right now. Eric Soderstrom says the poll NYT was 2. This is rigged. Oh, Dame, you had a successful reply to AOC. Let's look for it. That's a good one. Heavy rain, AOC. Is this a filibuster problem? I love how Damon has just become full-on Brooklyn dad. And there's the AOC list name. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see a list name. Love the list memes. The BBs really show up and show out for the list memes. CNBC currently in the lead with this. Inflation silver lining, higher salaries. Doesn't look like a whole lot of people are voting. But now we have a, dare I say, a surge for John Miller. John Miller and CNBC neck and neck. John Miller again tweeting out how Jews are not oppressed because they are a third of the billionaire class. They dominate the Forbes list. And they make they're a third of the total wealth in this country. Or they have a third of the total wealth in this country. And now New York Times is surging. What's going on? Freedom porn. Freedom porn. Is it going to happen? Or no, we're going to have a plurality, but not a majority. Now it really depends between John Miller and CNBC. So we got a runoff between New York Times and CNBC. Now, runoff rules are as follows. Whoever wins gets the spot. Whoever loses gets the spot beneath them. So, regardless of what happens, CNBC and New York Times are locked in for 2 and 3. Poll begins right now. And New York Times is crushing it right now. Oh, man. How y'all doing tonight? Got myself a snickerdoodle cookie. These shits are good. Probably the best snickerdoodle cookie I've had. I would have. Maybe if the Habibis came out to HabibiCon, I'd have enough for everyone. New York Times takes it at number 2. CNBC takes it at number 3. Congratulations to both. All right. Coming up at number 4. All right. Let's see what we can do here. AOC. And we got The Hill tweeting out heat waves and COVID-19 causing alarming rise in drownings across the U.S. What the fuck? Then we got Sophie Lewis talking about having sex in front of children and adult sexuality. But I'll read it out. Sophie Lewis tweeting out. Well, let me read the original tweet, and that is what Emma Tranter tweeted. She tweeted, "To be honest, every time I see pro-clutching about pride and public sexuality in the way Liz Brunig did just now, it reminds me of the bit in Sexual Hegemony where Chiti talks about bourgeois women bringing their expectations of propriety as they entered public space in 18th-19th century." Sophie Lewis says, "Exactly. Brunig said, I don't know, I feel like it's not that hard to not have sex in front of children. And like there is an immense body of materialist history about how that isn't remotely true, even on its face. But also, the premise of shielding children from adult sexuality is new." Okay. So we're going to add that into consideration for number 4. Then we have John Miller, of course. John Miller, who we had before right here. "I'm as tired of hearing about the Holocaust as I am slavery. Jews make up half the billionaire class, dominate the Forbes list, and have 1/3 of total wealth in this country. They are not oppressed." And then finally, who should we give the final spot to? Mark Lamont Hill. Do we want to give it to Pima County Democratic Party that tweets out, "We need to build an economy where you can afford to raise a family on one single income as COFA women should not work"? Or should we give it to James Tallarico with his Texas Democrats basically zipping on out of Texas to abandon their families and shit? I'll let the Habibis decide. If you want, we could do a separate poll just literally on that. Turn my fan up or turn my fan off. Eric Soderstrom says, "Reporting Boomer starts eating cookies to the game chat." I am literally traveling right now. Okay, Habibis. Coach D says, "Why not both?" Is because I only have one spot left. So either take out AOC, The Hill, Sophie Lewis, or John Miller. I probably need my fan on because my computer is probably scorching hot. So, what'll it be? Do we want to do a toss-up? I'll do a 1-minute poll. Last spot for number 4. James Tallarico versus, who was the other one? Mark Lamont Hill. Oh. Do I have Pima? Do I have Pima? No, let's do Pima instead of Mark Lamont Hill. Pima County Dems. Make it dem on dem violence right there. Poll begins right now. Carl says you need to start traveling with your PS5 so we can game you live. I want to. I plan to. I just have not had. I haven't been back to where my PS5 is in almost a month. Or at least 3 weeks. Iron Lung thinks I should blast the fan. Just blast that shit. Alright, so it looks like James Tallarico is going to take that 5th spot. Where is it? Where is he? There he is. Alright, so James Tallarico going to be on that last spot for number 4. Alright, so James Tallarico against John Miller, Sophie Lewis, The Hill, and AOC. Poll will be 1 minute long. Begins right now. I want to get through this. I really hope to get this done in the next 10 minutes. That would be beautiful. So every other poll is going to be 1 minute long. So get them votes in. Get them in. Here comes John Miller. Here we go. We got a plurality, but not a majority. All right, runoff between John Miller and James Tallarico. So obviously, runoff rules. Whoever wins this gets number 4. Whoever loses gets number 5. Poll is live right now. Get it? Let's go. We are speeding through this. Damon, if we finish this in the next 10 minutes, you owe me $10. Deal? And if we don't, I owe you $10. All right, cool, Damon. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Clock starts now. Here, yeah. I have. Here, let me do this. Timer. There it is. Oh, you fucking bitches. Saying filibuster, wait it out. You're upholding white supremacy for Damon. You are literally upholding white supremacy for Damon over me. It is literally Islamophobia. James Tallarico takes it at number 4. John Miller gets number 5. All right, so coming in at number 6. Let's see here. We got AOC. We got The Hill. We got, let's see, Sophie Lewis. We got Mark Lamont Hill. And fuck it, we'll add Andy Kim to it. One minute on the clock. Poll begins right now. You sons of bitches, you're really gonna vote Sriracha as a lib. Damon is literally... I hate you all so much. What was the Sophie tweet? This is the Sophie tweet. Talking about how it's impossible, how it's relatively new concept to not have sex in front of children. They're very pedo-y. Alright, looks like we have a runoff. The Hill versus Mark Lamont Hill. Who would have thought? Number 6 runoff. Poll begins right now. This is the Hill. Heat waves and COVID-19 causing alarming rise in drownings. Versus Mark Lamont Hill says she asked me if I think all white people are racist.
People are inherently racist?
So, I don't know if you're backing me into a corner with that question, but yes, I do.
Do you believe that? Do you believe all white people are inherently racist?
So, I don't know if you're backing me into a corner with that question, but yes, I do.
And then Liz Wheeler says, literally believing that all white people are racist is a racist ideology. And then Mark Lamont Hill says, I also said all men are sexist. Is that a sexist ideology? Yes. Yes, it is, Mark. Alright, the Hill gets it. Gets number 6. Mark Lamont Hill gets number 7. I saw what you were trying to do. You're trying to tie that shit up. You don't think I see through that? You don't think I see through that attempt? I see through that. Alright, next up at number 8. What's the time check? Time check, 4:39. Okay, 4:39. Next up, we got AOC. Let me get that AOC tweet up. Okay, then we got Pima County Dems. Then we're gonna add Marjorie Taylor Greene to the mix. Oh, god damn it. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out 5,946 reported deaths after taking COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine is not FDA approved. 33 million Americans survived COVID, but Biden and the Dems are coming to your front door to force you to take the vax. Schools say your healthy kids need it, and you still think you're free? MTG. What else we got? I'm going to include Andy Kim. And then finally, I'm going to include Duke alumni. Alright? 1 minute on the clock. Poll begins right now. I'm not rereading shit. Time check. That's a time check. Looks like we'll have Andy Kim versus AOC in the runoff. Was that... No, that was number 8. I'm sorry. Number 8 runoff. Alright, poll begins right now. Get it. What's up, Rylan? I didn't forget shit. Andy Kim gets it. Number 10. Pima County Dems versus we'll do Sophie Lewis. Poll begins right now. Look at that. Let's run it up against the clock right now. And Sophie Lewis gets it. 10 minutes on the dot. Let's go. Sophie Lewis gets it by a vote. Yeah, but she won by 1 vote. If you look over here, she won by 1 vote. Alright, Habibis. We did it. We got it done in 10 minutes. So Damon, don't worry, you don't owe me anything. We'll just call it like that. So there you have it. There's your top 10. Gene Wu coming in at number 1, New York Times at 2, CNBC at 3, James Tallarico 4, John Miller at 5, The Hill at 6, Mark Lamont Hill at 7, Andy Kim at 8, AOC at 9, Sophie Lewis at 10. Habibis. We got it done. We got the list done in less than 10 in an hour. Love you all. Hope you all have a good night. Enjoy the All-Star game. Habibi Power Hour this week. Hopefully we'll get, decent stream quality. So, love y'all. Hope you have a good night. Peace. Thanks for watching. Masalama.